Hey there, this is Nathan, and doing a little wrap-up call on week number 1 of Chip Conley's class, Peak How Great Businesses Get Their Mojo from Maslow. So if you were on the call, if you've listened to it, it was just packed with really great ideas, amazing content, great questions, great answers. Chip was such a pro, such a master at this. It was so fun to be on it, and I cannot wait for the upcoming weeks where he dives into even more of the big ideas that are in his book. So I'm just going to share a few of my favorite ideas, and I would love to hear what you thought about the class. What ideas resonated with you? What are things that you're going to put into action with your business, or ideas you have? So okay, let me just jump right into this because God, we could go over the whole 90-minute class again. It would be 90 minutes or longer. So. First big idea that I took away is, if you're familiar with Maslow's work, it's this idea of self-actualization. That's kind of the top of the pyramid of Maslow's hierarchy of needs. It's what we're all driving to. And Chip asked the question, if people can be self-actualized, why not businesses? Just such an amazing concept to think about, that, if everybody's on the same page, that the business can be all that it has the potential to be. He gave the example of a crew team, a rowing team, if they're on the water, that if all the team is in unison, the boat itself actually becomes self-actualized. The boat literally lifts out of the water and reaches that potential. It was cool visual. Okay, next big idea. Chip basically took Maslow's 5 levels and compressed them into 3, and you have survival, success, and transformation. And he said every interaction with people in our business is going to be one of these 3 levels: survival, success, and transformation. Whether it's vendors, investors, employees, customers, it's going to be one of those 3 levels. And he said most business training, managerial and all that kind of stuff training is about how to be successful, that middle level. It's not just do what's expected. We want to go beyond that, and we want to be successful. What he posits and puts forth is we want to make the leap to transformation, going from success to transformation, self-actualizing the business. And he said we can either have a job, a career, or a calling. And again, matches up with those 3 levels. A job is survival, just put money on the table, pay the rent. A career is that success level. By society standards, we're paid well, good job, all that stuff. Or the calling is transformation, what is going to be our life's work, what really fuels us and drives us, and the things we're really passionate about. And he gave this cool example that, he said, if you're a nurse, do you look at your work as, you just have a bunch of tasks to do, or are you a patient advocate? Very easily to see the distinction between a job, all those tasks, and a calling, patient advocate. Even I've never studied one day as a nurse, I could really get behind that concept of patient advocate. And just a simple concept, super awesome. But, seeing your employees as human, and how can I, as the leader of a business, create the best environment possible for them, for my employees to live up to their potential. I mean, it's almost like, of course, what a great idea to think about. And Chip started talking about all the individual pyramids that he's going to cover in the next weeks: employees, customers, and investors. And he laid out the 4 key ways to understanding the customer pyramid, which he'll get into more in the later weeks. But just the great idea of the fact that I could create something that when somebody bought it or engaged with it, would make them feel like they're expressing themselves authentically, that they're actually helping a cause, or realizing a personal higher goal, or that they're buying something that they couldn't even imagine existed. Like that, to think about how I can move my business forward, or whatever I'm doing, creating with those ideas in mind, just unbelievable stuff. So those were my big ideas. Just a quick, super quick wrap up. I know I kind of flew through everything, but just wanted to give you some highlights. Again, I would love to hear what you think about this. I love Chip's first class. Cannot wait for the rest of them. And yeah, let me know, let us know what your big ideas, what resonated with you, what you're going to put into action. And that is going to be it for week number 1. Thanks so much for watching, and until next time.